Hi guys, welcome to the Migraine Scoop with Coop. Today I have a really bad migraine. I'm wearing my indoor TheraSpecs. I'll post a link below to those. Here's the case. You can see the TheraSpecs. They're my indoor TheraSpecs, so they help with light glare, especially when the sun is reflecting off of the snow, even inside. It really bothers me. Any indoor lights when I'm having a really bad migraine or just a really sensitive day. So I have those on today. Right now I'm going to give myself a toradol injection. So I thought I would go ahead and walk you guys through that process. So similar to my previous posts, I get all of my supplies ready. So I have 2 alcohol prep pads. Again, you can get these at your CVS, Walgreens, local pharmacies, and you'll want to have 2 of those because you're going to clean the area as well as the actual vial of medication. Then you'll also want to have a BandAid and a cotton swab to wipe the area if it bleeds and to hold it after you inject. Then you'll want to have your needle for injecting. You can get these at the pharmacy. So this specific needle is a 25 gauge 1.5, but you don't have to inject it all the way 1.5. That would be really deep into your skin. This is a intramuscular injection, so you will want to obviously get it past your fat layer. So you'll want to get it pretty deep, but obviously you don't need to do it 1.5 inches. About an inch is probably good. So what I'll do now is I'll get all of my supplies open and ready to go. And I've already washed my hands. That's the other thing you want to do. And you'll also want to have a disposable needle collection container ready for whenever you dispose of your needles. So I just get my needle open, my BandAid ready, my alcohol prep pads. Oops, looks like I got 3. I could save one of those for next time. And then the medication, and I'm going to be injecting 30 mg per mil of toradol injection. So you can see here, hopefully you can see that. It's a bit of a glare today, but hopefully you're able to see that. So first thing you'll do is you want to pop off the green cap and then clean the top of the medication vial and let that dry for a second. Then you want to take your second swab and clean the area. Typically you want to inject in your thigh. You can also inject in your arm if you have somebody do that for you. It's basically intramuscular injection, as I mentioned before, so somewhere intramuscular. So I'm going to clean an area on my thigh. Let that dry for a second, and in the meantime I can prepare the medication in the syringe. So you'll take off the cap, and that can just be disposed in the trash. And then what you'll do is you will want to get 1 ml of the medication, which is pretty much the whole vial. There may be a tiny drop left, and you'll puncture the top, and then you'll want to try to avoid getting bubbles in there, but if you get some bubbles, you can get them out in a minute. So basically you're trying to get the medication up into the vial. You can see I'm getting some bubbles. I'm still getting used to injecting it into the needle accurately. So you can make sure you get the full ml in there. And you can see I have some bubbles. So then once you have the full ml, you want to hold the syringe so that it doesn't pull back with any air suction. Take off the vial. You're done with that. That can just go in your regular trash. And you don't want to squeeze or spread the skin, but you can just kind of hold it. And I usually count to 3. It's a pretty painful injection and it's pretty thick medication. So here we go. And you're going to want to, again, inject the needle about halfway or 3/4 down. So let me get a little closer to the camera so you can see me injecting the needle into my thigh area that I cleaned. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're injecting the needle into my thigh, puncturing the skin and going a little deeper. I felt it go into the muscle, and now we're going to inject. So here we go. And again, it takes a little bit of pressure. And you want to try to keep it in the same spot while you're injecting. Getting there, almost done. A little bit more of a push and we're there. Okay. So we got it all. Needle out, pressure with our cotton swab, and this can go in your sharps container. It stings pretty bad after you do it. I usually rub it a little bit to try to get the medication to kind of just spread in there and alleviate some of the pain. And then after that, you're ready to put your bandage on. Hopefully there shouldn't be any blood if you got it in the muscle. Looks like I did well, but I'll go ahead and put a bandage just in case it seeps out a little bit or decides to bleed a little bit later. If you do see blood, that means that you probably didn't get all the way into the muscle. Also, if you see blood return in your needle, that means you probably didn't get all the way into the muscle. Again, it's not the end of the world. You'll still probably get most of your medication, but then next time you'll probably want to go a little bit deeper when you inject. All right, so basically that's how you inject the toradol 30 mg per ml injection, and hopefully that'll alleviate some of the pain. Again, it doesn't take your migraine away, but it'll hopefully alleviate some of the pain that I'm experiencing right now. And it makes you a little bit sleepy, or so I have found, so it can also help you sleep off the migraine if you're having a lot of pain. All right, signing off, guys. Hopefully next time I talk with you, I'll be feeling a lot better.